This is 127 hours starring James Franco from 2010 review. Now, I'm not exactly sure this is a good movie. It's not bad, it's just not good. It's 5 out of 10, okay? Mediocre, average, forgettable at times. This movie's just under 2 hours. I looked at the runtime. It says 1 hour and 38 minutes or 9 minutes. So it in that runtime, majority of the runtime, you're going to see weird shit. Weird, funny, and disgusting shit. Literally. Weird. And disgusting. But to be fair, it is all around fucking hilarious once he gets his arm cut in under the boulder in down the cave. Now, I feel kind of bad for saying that, but it's true. It's funny as fuck, the guy is. I mean, okay, now I feel like this movie wants to get to that point because it kind of rushes to the part where he gets his arm stuck. The main premise of the movie, where it takes place. I feel like it kind of rushes to get to that point. And we don't really know anything about the guy other than he's a fanatic at doing dangerous stuff for athletic purposes, for fun. We don't really know that much about who he is as identity other than that. And then he gets invited to this party. And after hitting on this girl, he gets invited to her house. Now, coincidentally, if you saw the alternate version to the film that they should have used, you would find out that that was the same girl that he would have his future born child that he saw in his vision that gave him the strength to cut off his own arm in the third act. But instead, they decide to not go with that version of the alternate version of the film. It's actually doesn't delete a scene. Now let's go on. I'm going to talk about the unseen ending of the film. Well, you basically you get to see him relive the consequences of his action due to cutting off his hand, and see him feel how miserable he is, and sees that he's starting to doubt himself. Cutting off his hand was really a good choice to make, because that thing that gave him hope of having a kid didn't really came right away like he wanted it to happen, and because there was no kid, didn't have a kid yet, so you see him struggle at the end, and then you see him have a kid. That's when he pretty much gave up all hope of the point of cutting off his arm and surviving. So, yeah, My guess is the reason why they cut out because it's too emotional and depressing, and you feel too sentimental to the main character. And also because they assume the audience don't have patience when telling a true story. That's the main point of for you to give a shit about the character of your main character, but feel very attached to the person. So yeah, they fucked up, cutting that ending on changing with this ending. And the ending is, well, it's just there isn't really an ending actually. This is just like the endings. This movie doesn't have an ending, okay? It has a beginning, sort of, middle, definitely. Ending, no. It just gets cut to the end credits, and before the end credits comes, it just gives you writing on the screen that we've seen a million times, and says that's what happened down the line. Even though that's not really a full story, because there's no ending. So after he gets his I'm stuck under the boulder after getting invited to a party, he starts losing his mind and drinks his own urine after peeing in the water bottle, and after running out of water, he pees in the water bottle after losing all water, and then drinks his own urine repeatedly. Each time he has to go to the bathroom, he only drinks when he goes to the bathroom. To drink his own urine. It's not as disgusting as it sounds, it's actually more funny. Okay, it is as disgusting as it sounds, but it's still kind of funny. Because he's just losing his fucking mind. He's talking to himself on camera, with the camera that he used to record his adventures, and talking to himself in a third person to himself on camera in live footage. I think it's like live, so yeah. He either had it on recording or have it live. Yeah, so and he's very entertaining. And he starts talking to James Franco's fiction character, starts talking to the real guy that survived that. Makes a brief cameo and talks to, well, the fictional version of himself. It's pretty entertaining and fun. Yeah, that's pretty much what this movie is in a nutshell. And then he then he decides to cut his arm off a pocket knife to free himself because he can't lift the boulder and he's losing circulation. So he just cuts his arm off as a pocket knife through the inspiration of having a vision of a premonition of the future of having a son. And he also bought this helicopter that saves him, and that's the end of the movie, actually. It just ends there. There's no ending. It's no satisfying ending that feels like it gives you closure on if he survived or not. The only thing that tells you that he survived, these are so inside to show you that he survived, and it's going to be okay, everything's going to be okay. They decide to tell you on screen and butcher writing. It's not really an ending. It's to me. It's kind of a cop-out of an ending. You know what? I changed my mind. This movie's stupid. Fuck this movie. This movie can suck my balls. This movie can lick my ass. I'm sorry, but this is a fucking movie. It's supposed to have a beginning, middle, and end. Every movie does that. Even M. Night Shyamalan did that with The Last Airbender. He gave the movie a fucking ending. Granted, it was really stupid ending on a cliffhanger, but it was ending no fucking less. It was ending to a movie that was a piece of shit. True, this movie kept me more entertained, but this movie that 10,000 BC kept me more entertained than this movie. So fuck you, movie! Fuck you! Look, I feel really terrible, and I feel like my heart bleeds for the person that this really happened, but I'm just saying, if you can't make a decent movie out of this true story, don't make it! If you can't make it into a free-ass fucking structure and give it a fucking proper ending! Sorry. But I tried to be nice to me. I really tried. I want to like this movie. I do. I just... Fuck, why couldn't they give it the ending? You know, this gets a 0 out of 10 for... Why try to give this even more higher points than a 0 out of 10? Why should I? It doesn't want to give me the decent enough to give it a proper ending to the movie. So why should I give it a decent rating more than a 0 out of 10? You know what? This gets a 0 out of 10. Fuck this movie.